Welcome to the USA Crokinole videos coverage of the 2025 Connecticut Crokinole Cup, a Tier 3 event held in Lancaster, Pennsylvania on November 8th. This is an NCAA Tier 3 event, like I mentioned. You can follow this and other tournaments on the NCAA's website, nationalcrokinoleassociation.com. This is a matchup between Jim Stanton and Brian Ruckdeschel against Jamie Harter and myself, Ryan Buhr. This is coverage of the doubles round robin. Players are going to play 4 rounds, and they play multiple teams trying to gain points for the afternoon bracket to secure their rank in the afternoon bracket. Jamie comes up short. He led us off for round 1. See if Jim can make him pay. Unfortunately, he comes up a little short. Buhr is able to hit a small little follow through 20. They go up 1 in the cup. Jamie trying for an out there. Caught a peg and rattled around a bit. Jim's trying to see his best approach. He's got a disc barely hanging on there. He may be working on something to tap that in. Sure enough, that's what he does. Catches up in the cup. Buhr and Harter are down because they are up against the hammer this round. And Buhr able to get a little angle in 20 to take them back up in the cup. Ruck almost donates to the Buhr Harter cause, but it fortunately rattles out for him. Jamie able to bump that one in, get the off, and the 20. Buhr and Harter go up 2 in the cup. Buhr's just content to stay on the outside between those posts, making life difficult for Ruck, unable to get in for the 20 or the clear. Jamie's probably just looking to clear here. Yep, hit and stick. Try not to leave Jim anything. He does have an angle in off that. It'd be tough to get the out and the angle in. Oh, he got, unfortunately, left a little hanger for Buhr, who's able to tap that in. Buhr Harter go up 3 in the cup. Ruck unable to get the off. Jamie probably looking here just for a safe shot. Though that's in a tricky location. He might be trying the 20. Nope, he's able to get the straight off. Jim blasts things through. Did not quite work out. Might be another 20 opportunity here for Buhr. Oh, just lips out. And Ruck here's, I think, going to try a little angle. And that's a tough shot with those discs being so close. And unfortunately, his finger pushed his disc all the way through. Jamie, nice clear. Buhr and Harter, I believe, have won this match. I don't think it's Buhr bounces out. Ruck can hit this still. So many discs on the board and such a lead in the 20s holder. Hard to come back from. So that's going to conclude round 1. Jim and Ruck here of the Connecticut Crokinole Club are our hosts for this event. They did an excellent job. Everything super smooth tournament. Super nice people. It was a joy to participate in. Jim's going to lead us off here in round 2. He goes a bit long. Up against that post, be a little tricky. See if there's enough room for Ryan to punch it through. Nails that 20 off of that. Not sure how intentional that was. Ruck unable to answer with the open 20. Jamie, unfortunately, hits that a little too flush and leaves Jim with a bit of a hanger. Oh, that's always risky going through your own. It may have been a little better to come up the middle. Probably only certain situations you want to have to go through your own, because that can always be a risky shot and very costly at times. Jamie, beautiful shot rolling away. Unfortunately, caught that peg and kicked back towards the 20, leaving Jim with a bit of a hanger. That's a problem with that shot. If you hit that a little flush, then you are going to set up your opponent for another hanger. See if Buhr can increase their lead here, or he might be just trying to roll away. I think that's what he was trying to do. However, he did not hit it well enough and left a little drop back there for Ruck, who's able to capitalize on that mistake. And Jamie They do have hammer. They are up one in the cup. They're in a dominant position. He's just going to look for an out without giving any potential 20s to the opponent. He does get the out. Unfortunately, lost his shooter. Probably came off a peg. It was hard to see. Jim's going to try to angle in. Nearly evens things up in the cup. Just slipped out. Great attempt. And Buhr's able to make him pay. Gets a little out 20. Ruck keeps him in sight with that open 20. And Jamie just goes a bit long, leaving a bit of a hanger for Jim. And this time, Jim drops it, catching things up in the cup. Buhr and Harter, however, still have hammer. Buhr keeps the lead with an open 20. They're up one in the cup, and Ruck unfortunately comes up quite a bit short. A little tricky between these pegs. So I think Buhr and Harter are deciding what they think. I think they're just going to go for a touch because the out's there, but it can be a lot more tricky than just a bit of a touch. Now the opponent has to go through their own to try to get to that disc, which, as we've seen earlier, could be costly. Oh, and unfortunately, that was just slightly off, and he ended up losing both of his discs. And Buhr's able to make him pay further with that open 20. I think this round's now out of reach. Buhr and Harter take round two, go up 4-0. We'll get ready to start round three here. Buhr will be leading this off. Players take a second to get set. Buhr drains the first 20. See if Ruck can answer. And he does. Might get into a bit of a 20s race. Haven't really seen one yet here. Jamie, see if Jim can complete the circle. Resets. Nails it. Let's see if we can go around again. Oh, Buhr, disc ran out of gas. Came up a bit short there. See if Ruck can make him pay with a little angle in 20. Oh, again, dangers of those shots. You don't get the 20. A lot of times you'll leave your opponents with a beautiful little hanger. And Jamie makes him pay. Buhr and Harter go up in the cup. Jim ties it back up. It's pressure back on Buhr to keep it going because they are up against the hammer, so he needs a 20 here. And again, almost identical spot, leaves it short. This time, oh no, Ruck came close. Jimmy's going to try a little through his zone bump in. Gets the off, unfortunately did not drop the 20. It's getting complicated around there, but it does look like Jim has a potential little drop back. And he does. Little hanger 20 probably. And they are now up in the cup. Buhr evens it back up, but they're down because they're going up against hammer. Ruck trying a 20 there. Doesn't work out. See if Jamie can capitalize on that going up the line. Oh, not sure what all transpired there, but wasn't able to drop it. Oh, and Jim had another little hanger there, but unfortunately got tripped up with the pegs. Complicated little setup here. See what Buhr and Harter can come up with. Buhr, I think, was just looking for the out, but did not leave anything super nice for Ruck, and he does a great job of cleaning up the mess. Red was starting to accumulate on the board. Gets a nice double. They are firmly in the lead at this point. Jamie is going to try to angle in. Little short, not in the easiest of spots. Those pegs always make things tricky. But Jim's able to hit that one, get the out. Buhr really needs to make something happen here. Gets the out, trying to bump his own in, I believe, but unfortunately just not quite the right angle. And Ruck, unfortunately, catches a peg. And Jamie gets the out. Very complicated last shot here. I believe Buhr and Harter are sitting at 35, tied in the cup. So Jim He's trying to get the math on his side at the end of this. Oh, very close. Gets the double. Unfortunately, his disc floats out into the 10, so these players tie. Split this round 1-1. Buhr, Harter go up 5-1 in this matchup. The final round getting ready to start. I believe Ruck's going to lead things off here. Maybe the beginnings of another little 20s race. Jamie answers. All these players are good 20 shooters. Jim just goes a little bit long. I think Buhr will probably be looking to roll away here. They have hammer. Does keep it in front of the hole, trying to keep Ruck from getting an easy 20. Now he's got that disc fairly posted. Jamie's probably up. Jamie's going to try a little hamster. Super close, just barely limps out. I think Jim was probably trying for a little follow through 20. Buhr, risky. Small little angle there, and he almost gets the 20. And Ruck clears the disc, puts it between the pegs. Jamie's probably going to be content to just stick here. Oh, I think he was going for a double there. However, that other disc jammed up on the post. Buhr and Harter have the slightest of leads, basically just hanging on by the hammer. Buhr is not got any double opportunities. Really wanted the out there. Not good. Jammed up. Did not get clean out. Rattled around on the pegs and didn't get the off. Ruck just clears. Black is looking really good right now. A lot of separated discs on the board. They're content to just play it out. Buhr and Harter looking for doubles. Buhr trying a bit of a follow-through double. Lost his shooter. His great shot outside of losing the shooter. Just hit too strong and lost it. Ruck could have really made him pay there. Unfortunately, the open 20 just did not drop. I think Jamie might be going again for another 20. Jamie might want to talk to the cameraman. Person's head's right in the way. And Jim and Ruck still content to trade. Buhr this time gets a nice double. Unfortunately, follows through into the peg. Bounce back, leaving a hanger for Ruck, who makes him pay. See what Jamie can do here. Buhr and Harter do have hammer. And Jim, unfortunate misfire. Buhr does not even need to shoot. They're up 5 just from the points on the board. Buhr evens it up in the cup. And good games all around. Thanks again for watching. This is the USA Crokinole Videos coverage of the 2025 Connecticut Crokinole Cup.